Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I want to give you an update on the diary of the American who abandoned the American dream for the Philippines. I've missed making a video yesterday, um, posting a video yesterday simply because I had some internet problems. Still having a little bit of problem with the internet, but we're going to try to see what happens. Uh, the number one video for the diary of the American who abandoned the American dream for the Philippines, it has yet to post. So there's an upload problem there. But I'm going to try to upload this because what I do is I talk to him, and then after I talk to him, I make the videos. So here, 7:29 was the first one. 7:30, okay, is the one that you're going to get today. 7:30, this gentleman, he's senior citizen. He's retired from the USA. The problem is that his SSI has been withheld. His SSI payments have been withheld simply because they said he had an overpayment. He has attempted to contact the government of Social Security Administration, but he says all he gets is answering machine that says that they are busy and that he should call back later in the week. Now, I don't know what kind of response that is for a person who has zero income, but understand that's what he's going through at the present time. So, what I understand he has told me is that he does have access to credit cards. So, he doesn't know how long he will be able to pay the credit card bills. However, he does have the ability to charge on the cards. So, he says that he went out, he bought some things, necessity, coffee, deodorant, soap, wash soap. He bought things of necessity that he figured would last him a couple months at least if this thing isn't resolved. He says after that, he doesn't know what's going to become simply because he won't have access to his credit cards after a while because he simply won't be able to make the payments. So he again seems to be in very good spirits. He doesn't seem to be in bad spirits at all. As a matter of fact, when I was talking to him, he was in the process of planting a garden of just peppers, he said. Peppers and some type of beans. So his expenses is a minimum, which is good because he prepared to come to the Philippines. He prepared. And how he prepared was he had his house built, furnished. All of that was taken care of prior to him coming to the Philippines. So basically, he has utilities, food, etc., that he's going to need on a monthly basis. We're going to hope that there's no type of medical situation arises. We're going to hope that, there's nothing that is going to come up that's going to prohibit him from being able to exist in the Philippines as he does today. He doesn't foresee anything. And, to be honest with you, even if he had a monthly income, if something came up, it still would be a catastrophe. So at this point, what we're doing is we're simply going to try to let you all know that here is a man from the USA who was very successful in the USA. And he has determined that life in the Philippines is way far better than being in the USA, even with no money. Now, we're going to have to see how this plays out, okay? Because my phrase was always, the Philippines is the best place in the world to be. However, with no money, it's the worst place in the world to be. But that's if you have to pay rent, you have to do all these other things that require a certain amount of income every month. In his case, he has basically everything taken care of. Really, when I was at his place, only thing he needed was food. And he's got a caretaker who comes and does things for him, and he pays, a small amount. But that's it. That's his expenses. So that being said, he's happy as a sissy in Boys Town because he don't have no problems. He don't have no worries. He's got everything that he had at the same time he was getting his monthly disbursement from the Social Security Administration. He's got everything that he had then. He hasn't lost anything yet. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see if he can manage, if he has the ability to maintain his standard of living the same as when he was receiving money. So again, let's keep an eye on this guy. I'm going to let you know his mood, how he's doing. His mood, when I spoke with him, was upbeat. He wasn't having any problems as far as his day-to-day living. He was comfortable. He was okay. He was at peace, in other words. He wasn't sweating it, And one thing I'm gathering from this guy is that, he seems to have a firm commitment in his belief that there's a higher power that oversees the substance of all of us. There's something that he's banking on that you nor I or anyone else around him can really see that's tangible, that he's banking on, that's going to pull him out of this. Because again, he's predicting that it's going to be at least 8 months. So, he's gone like, couple of weeks now. So, once again, we're gonna follow this guy through, and we're gonna see just what kind of changes he goes through, just what is gonna be his obstacles, And I asked him. I says, well, what about your fees that you have to pay for your visa? He says, I'll manage it somehow. He says, somehow or another, I'll come up with it. Close to $4,000 a month, to extend the visa. He says he's going to manage it. He's going to find a way. So, this is August, so he's going to be required to extend his visa in August, which I don't know what day it is, but we'll find out. And he has other expenses that he may incur, transportation expenses, I know. Which, transportation can be a booger sometimes when you're trying to go someplace that's far. But he's committed that, he's going to do just the basic. He's going to be basic. He's not indulging in anything until after this issue is resolved. God willing, this issue gets resolved soon, that the man doesn't have to go 8 months, trying to make do. So once again, what I want you to do is subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me comments on what you think. And I want you to understand that just like the soldier who crossed over into North Korea, he'd rather go to North Korea than to go back to the United States and be tried by the white people there in the USA for something that they said he did. He'd rather go to North Korea, cross the demilitarized zone and go to North Korea. Here's a man who has spent the majority of his life in the USA, and now he's here in the Philippines with $0, and he's determined to make it work. Let's see what happens. Hey, thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow. God bless. And remember, when you help someone else, you help yourself. Take care.